Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nothing's Wrong podcast. I'm Isabel.
And I am Catherine. Welcome back to another episode. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Day. Hey,
I know.
Mama.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
I'm excited.
Beautiful Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this show is
What
that
is
it always, since it's always every Sunday, it's always like a holiday. We always have like Easter, Mother's Day, Christmas, New Year's.
It's beautiful because it's like we get to be here with you all on this special day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there.
Yeah.
And
what would you do?
thank you
without
for the
your mother?
love. I know. What would you do? I mean,
You wouldn't
even be here, right? You wouldn't even be born. It wouldn't even be nothing to talk about because you would have been somewhere out in space,
right?
Doing who knows what, And thank goodness your mom, chose you and you chose her, right?
Mothers deserve so much respect because of that simple fact right there of moms, women, or birthing persons. That's what they're calling them now.
Birthing persons, surrogates as well. Would they be?
No.
Oh, what?
They're calling women birthing persons now.
Oh,
so it doesn't offend anybody.
Oh, they're so sweet. Like why are they babying the world? Like everything has to be babied. Don't say this. This is like
it's annoying. It's
anti
so
this,
annoying.
Anti that. Like
because people are sensitive.
Live.
Yeah.
Let us live. Let us experience. Let's not just keep babying us. How are we supposed to succeed in this world if we're just being coddled every time?
Yeah.
It's like it's
unfair. That's mothering.
But they're not our mothers, so
right.
I don't even.
Shout out to the moms, the creator, the originator.
Yes,
women.
We love women.
In case anybody forgot, who's your creator? Your mother is your creator.
Right. Who is your God? Your mother is your God.
Your mother is your God. Raise her up.
Yes. Shout out to Mother Nature as well.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. Cheers. I literally was trying to post this thing as a story, but it seems like...
What's the problem? You've been trying to do it? Have you guys been sharing, liking? Before we get started, we want to make sure that you guys are in here.
Let them know.
Make sure that you're liking and sharing. And if it's your first time listening, welcome.
And say hello.
We're excited and happy to have you here.
Right.
We usually have this show every Sunday. We've only about 2 times had it on a Saturday, but we are here just to have conversations, talk about topics that you guys want to talk about, and also things that we've caught up on and saw, and our opinion and your opinion, and talk about it. Because, I mean, I think it's always best that we communicate with each other, our ideas, and allow people to express themselves differently and be heard.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Okay.
But it's true. It's like it's a nice little small community, and we really enjoy everybody that supports us. Yeah. And if you are supporting us, go ahead and follow our social medias. You can hit up Nothing's Wrong Podcast. If you're watching on Facebook, go to YouTube and hit the love button over there as well, and follow that. And then
live there too.
Exactly. And I also wanted to give a quick shout outs to all the people who are listening to us in audio.
Right.
I'm so shocked because we were just checking our reviews on our Podbean, and it's like you have 720 downloads, and I'm like, really? Who's downloads listening to us?
So we don't even know who's listening to us.
Yeah, I'm like wow, we don't.
Guys,
hello, and thank you so much.
I thought most of the people we were entertaining were on visuals.
Yeah,
apparently you listening too.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. They might be listening to it again and they're like, oh, okay.
Right. Ibrahim says, hello, beautiful ladies. Belle, thank you so much for yesterday. I have. Happy Mother's Day, Ibrahim. Thank you so much. We love you and you're welcome. I had a great time with you as well yesterday.
I had a great time with you as well, Miss Ibrahim, today. So happy Mother's Day, my lovely mother. And I just want to actually give a quick shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
And I don't think we did an interview with Mommy and it didn't go on our YouTube. I just realized that.
It didn't go on the YouTube. And so we have to have her come back on the show.
Yeah, we should.
So, Mother, you're going to be joining us on the show so we can have
we should have had her on the show today.
But shout out to our mom. Our mom is the best.
One of the best mothers I could ever ask for. I mean, in the beginning of being a mother, she was always very strict with us. Mm-hmm. And it was for our own good, as I see when I get older. I was like, what you did was for our own good. You kept us safe. You kept us ready to explore this world and actually have, such an amazing experience because you do everything in your power to make us happy. And you know what's so funny? I told you a couple of days ago how our mother was the type of mom that always took us out on the weekends.
Right.
So, and even if we had our friends over, our friends will experience our mother taking us out on the weekends. Our mom would go shopping for us, and our friends will also leave the store with something. And we used to always make sure that we go to Victoria's Secret. And our girlfriends, they would leave if they never had the brand before. Yeah. They literally would have it. I don't even know.
But that was the thing about my mom. Our mom is she was strict how she needed to be, but she was very compromising as well. And I think that in a trait in a person is yes, have your boundaries, be disciplined, know, your standards, but also be willing to compromise and hear the other person out and be willing to say, my mom, she's super open to knowing if her idea of something is proven to not be correct, she will accept that. Yeah. She goes with the, truth. And it's either she'll fight her position, but if her position is wrong, she'll back down. And that takes a person with courage and, very intelligent.
Oh, she's very
because some people aren't willing to let go of their truth that they've held on to for many years. And they're like, no, but this sustains me. Even if everything is pointing to it being a lie, they try to hold on to it. So I think it's really admirable. And I'm grateful to have a mother that is courageous enough, compromising enough, and disciplined enough, and strong enough, and intelligent enough. And beautiful enough, and sweet enough, and loving enough, and caring enough. And
she's everything.
Enough. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to the mamas.
Love you, mommy. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. Right. So stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What's that about?
It's about being ready. Whatever opportunity comes to you, you're like, I'm ready. You don't have to say, hey, I need some time. I'm going to get back to you. No, I'm ready.
Right.
So it's I'm taking opportunities as they come to you. You don't let none of them slide because you're ready.
Right.
You're ready. You got on point and nothing is slipping away from you, especially if it matters to you in life. That is what that means.
For sure. I 100% agree with you on all of what you said. Okay. And for me, it was this week, I really got into the idea because we tried to think about the show as much as we can and plan for these. But you guys know we out here freestyling for y'all every Sunday.
So hit the love button.
So hit the love, hit the like, show some love because we're literally,
we
taking our time. But, there's real business happening during the week. And that was really what all kept on saying to me was you have to get ready. I started figuring out more and more of what my future was going to look like. Yeah. And knowing my proper moves to make to assure that that's the destination we end up at. And everything, it was just clicking, okay, get that prepared. And it's about having patience and it's about having the endurance to get ready, stay ready.
Yeah.
And I just been going like really hard on my work, my businesses, and I'm just really like seeing that like manifest in real life. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially explaining the growth of how it is. It's like, and also noticing that. And that's what I, admire about Isabel, is because the way that you move, like it really inspires me as well. Because sometimes, Pisces, we're dreamers and we're dreaming about things that matter in our reality. And we forget that like the reality is actually happening. And it's like, you got to tune into what's happening and to have a person that's always ready. And then you seeing that as you get older, obviously in life, you just continue to experience life and not take it too seriously. But then you get to a point where you're like, hold on, there's money to be made. There's
there's opportunities on the table
to take. There's so much
there's
life
things
experience
happening.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta tap in, and it's like really tap in and be
Shout
ready.
out to Sweetie.
Exactly. I love that she said that, and
you gotta tap
it's
in.
The real thing. It's like people are tapping it in different directions, but like what really matters is like to stay stable in something in life and enjoy the process as well. And it's like, enjoy the learning process. And some people it's like, I just want to jump in. It's like, nah, you got to learn first and then you're ready. It's like, get ready so you don't have to stay ready. And but I'm
stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
But you still got to, it's the other way around for newcomers as well. Yeah. It's because they have to get ready because they weren't ready before. Right. So that's why I say that way.
So get ready so you can stay ready.
Exactly.
Period.
And get on it.
Get ready so you can stay ready.
Exactly. For those who's not ready. It's like, no, you need to get ready. It's like, no, there's young people ready.
I even seen when I was doing that, like even as simple as spending my day, like everybody was quarantined in the house. You don't really want to get ready. You're like, I don't want to get dressed. You're bumming it out. You're in the house bumming it out. But then your energy bums out. Yeah. When you're ready, like even to conquer your day, like I was a person like that. Like if I was home, I was not ready. And then I would always have to get ready. And that would just waste time because sometimes people just like, hey, we're in this place. You want to come by? And it's like, you gotta already be ready. And it's like, I'm not even ready. I look horrible. I didn't do anything. Yeah. And then when I realized that,
a FaceTime call.
Yeah, you can't pick up a face. You can't do it. And I was just like, you know what? I need to get up in the morning and get ready so I can stay ready.
Exactly. And
stay ready.
Exactly.
So I don't have to get ready.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. And it's so awesome to see people who are up early in the morning, got their day started, and you're looking at them like you being the bum yourself because you're in that quarantine life. So you just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna wear like some sweats, a hat on, and I'm good.
The hat was killing me.
The hat was me
because it's like always with a hat. I put a hat on and it's like I'm ready.
Yeah,
like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. Ready.
Stop trying to look like a bum.
It's cute. It's so comfortable. It's comfortable being a bum. Like to people, it's like and even to me too. And it's like, you know what? No. And I started getting ready all the time, going out. It's like every time I was always ready, dressed, and people would give me so much compliments. And it's like, oh. If you were a bum with your hat on, would they had said hello to you? No. Guess what? They still do. They still do.
I still get plenty of greetings.
Yeah, greetings. And I think the greetings part is the most important part of your day. It's like to greet someone and say hello or have a good day and all that stuff. It gives you, when people do it to you, it feels good.
Yeah, that's an energy exchange. That's huge.
That's why you need to be up in the morning to go get your hello.
I don't know which author wrote about it, but it's in one of these philosophy, self-help type of books where they speak about, going out every day and speaking to somebody,
nice.
Starting a conversation with somebody you don't know randomly every single day. Make that a prerogative for yourself. And I really love that. Like, so whenever I go out, I'm going, because I don't go out that much anymore. And when I do go out, I'm going out to speak to somebody because I am going to interact with people because I'm out. Yeah. So, But I think it was more so going out of your way to talk to somebody. So say if you're at a restaurant and you're like, I'm going to speak to somebody in this restaurant. So maybe you're going to the restroom and you see another woman going to the restroom and like, oh my God, I love your, that's the easiest way to get to do it.
Something,
but then it's like, do it a little harder. It's like, hey, spark up a conversation with the girl sitting at the bar next to you or the guy sitting at the bar next to you.
A lot of people are, they feel like, oh, I'm not an extrovert. Like, you know,
but that doesn't mean
exactly. But
you
it's
shouldn't
like,
be.
That's how you lose opportunity. Like you never know who you're going to meet. Right. And the people who are always outgoing and speaking to people, they make best friends. They make business partners. Yeah. They make so many things. And the people who sit in there quiet are the ones bumming it out and just like, I'm staying to myself. I'm gonna know who I know.
But some people think it's like cool to be an introvert as well.
I'm shy. It's like,
it's a cool thing, but it doesn't make you money.
It's not going to make you no money.
Because your network is your net worth.
Exactly.
It's really about who you know. And especially if you have a service to provide, knowing as much people is the most important part of it. And I think if that's in any business, you should always be going out and things are opening back up. So going to networking events is also probably the biggest thing that I would be excited about doing, because I wasn't about the Zoom life. Were you?
No, I literally don't want to talk to anybody in life. Like, it's like that bum thing was like, you know, me. I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to think. Yeah. And then I had to wake up and say, like, you know, you are not going to get successful because you aren't talking to anybody. You're not doing anything to make a difference. And that is the most important part of the process of life. It's like when you get to, like, even I feel like even if it's not you are the one specifically saying that, and I know that you say it in your head, but you're not outright doing the work. If someone else comes into you, they come and they respond to you and say, like, give you advice and stuff like that. I think that's the time when you actually you know, start working on that. Because if you said that in your head and you didn't actually work on towards it, and then you hear somebody else repeating the same thing, and you take it as, okay, I'm about to start getting my things together and really getting it done, because this is a new wave like that's happening right now. And it's like generational wealth. We've been talking about that. It's so important as a mother, because it is Mother's Day. You know, your father is supposed to get that together for you. But like, you know, if you're a single parent mom, I think that this is an important time in your life. If you're not telling yourself this and you're hearing it from us tonight, it's time for you to create generational wealth and make sure that that's something possible. I read an article about this guy in Boston. He actually got his son, a 2-year-old, a complex in Boston. And he, you know, he said that with that complex, he's going to see, you know, everything is in his son's name. So he's going to build, obviously, his credit. He's going to be good at that part. But when he gets older, when he turns 18, everything from like whatever's in his name is going to transfer to the son. Right. And he said to the reporter, the journalist, that when he comes of age at 18, they're going to review and see if this is, you know, if he doesn't get in trouble with the law, if he drops out of school, then he's automatically not going to receive it. And it's going to be transferred to his little sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, who is just born. So cool.
That's amazing. Yeah. Ibrahim says, Kat, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much for the gift. Love you too, Belle. I'm so proud to have you to make me happy every day. Thank you very much, darling.
Oh, you're so sweet, mommy. You deserve you, mother. Everything.
You're amazing. Yes, but that's awesome. Yeah. That's great. And I think that's important for every parent to do for their children is to prepare them. Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't check out the post that we put on our Instagram, speaking about even giving your kids credit and building wealth through, you know, I can't wait till we have an expert come in and really explain what it is about
how important
wealth and credit and money, crypto, fiat, all that stuff.
Yeah,
we want to get all that information out there.
It's and the reason why we do want to have all of that information out there is because people are unknown. All they do is work, and all they do is,
When I was in the unknown and I didn't know how the world works, how money works, how all these things work, I was living a completely different life.
Right.
It's so crazy how knowledge can literally change your life with one piece. And this is why it's important to continue to learn and continue to be open.
Exactly.
One piece of knowledge can shift your whole mindset of thinking and put you in a position to really win in life. But you have to be open to that. And you have to be asking for that.
Exactly.
I think not enough people are asking for even money-making ideas. How many people are like, actually manifesting money-making ideas if you don't have an idea, like, oh, you want to start a business but you don't know what to do? That's usually what people complain about and say. And it's like, are you even asking God or universe or whatever spirits, ancestors you believe in to give you that? Or are we just saying that we can't do that? Because that can also help. And we know once our minds start looking for something, we find it. If you like a certain car, you're going to continue to see that car no matter where you go. That is how the mind works. And that's how the universe works. But are we actually looking for that information? Are we actually looking at our credit and how to get it better and to fix it? Are we actually looking at, our bank accounts and our investments and our spending and our relationships and our family and our journey and our lifestyle and our health and our food and our diet, like all of these things? Are we actually paying attention to it? Or are we just, so worried about what's going on social media and what's going on in the news? And I don't really think that we're asking ourselves or looking. And I am.
I was just gonna say that, and I feel like
I've been doing that for a while. When I woke up, like I would say 5 years ago, when I woke up, and not woke like how the media tries to act woke, like actual waking up to what the Matrix actually is.
Right.
And that happening to me was the most scariest thing that to ever happen to me. But I can honestly say I had no fear.
Oh, right.
Because I knew I would be good. And this is going to get deep. So go ahead.
I think I love that you're bringing it this way, because I think that it just makes it authentic for ourselves and our children. So even if you don't value this information, my daughter goes back and will watch it when she gets of age. And so would your children.
My children.
Exactly. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like it's like basically like a, I don't know, diary between us two. Exactly. Right. You're gone or I'm gone. You get to look back at it. Right. But anyways, I feel you on this conversation because I want to go a little more deep. Like I literally last night felt like, I wanted a shift. And it's like, sometimes you're like, can I get someone to come in and just like do something and get this mindset correct and let me move forward? Because sometimes I feel lazy, and I'm going to be honest. And I'm like, I need to get that laziness out of me. So last night I literally shook, like my dream world was basically me manifesting and just like meditating the whole time and shifting my body to do exactly what I'm destined to be. And when you get to that moment in your life where you're trying to shift that it becomes reality. Life, everything that you say and everything that you put into play becomes your reality. Just like you said, you picked a car. It's like, because you're shifting it to go that direction. Right. So I feel you in this conversation, because it's like I've been shifting myself into the direction that I want.
And I love that you said the lazy part, because the remedy to that, because everybody's lazy. Oh, yeah. I feel like everybody has their lazy moments where they don't want to do something. But as crazy as this is, you as well would do some very, very intense workouts. And the one thing in my mind that really kept me going, because I had no desire inside of me to really keep going, I said, if you were on stage with Beyonce right now,
Yep.
If you were on this stage with Beyonce right now, you would not be stopping. You would, Beyonce ain't gonna have you stop and mess up the show, and you damn sure ain't gonna mess up the show for none of the beehive out there. You better keep going until you can't go no more. And that's how I used to get through workouts, and that's what gets me out of bed. And that's what, because I was I was showing you and Sinai videos of Nicki Minaj and her interviewing and just talking about her work ethic. You gotta work hard for anything that you want. But just know that you're in good company. The people who work hard stand out. It shows. You get rewarded the most. It's about working smarter, yes, but also working harder. You have to be the smarter worker and the harder worker to get things done. Because there's somebody always working harder than you. There's always somebody who's going to be out there, putting in that time because maybe they don't got nothing else to do. Their why is more deeper than yours. What's your why for? Why do you do it?
And it's hard. Like
Beyonce was my why.
Exactly. That's
not that I'm a huge Beyonce fan, but in the reality, it was like if I was on the stage with Beyonce, I'm not messing up and I'm not stopping. I'm not saying I'm tired in the middle of it. No. I'm gonna complete it. I'm gonna complete it because that's my type of personality, and I'm not gonna ruin the show.
Yeah, I think you have.
Sinai says, "Happy Mother's Day, Mommy."
Oh, thank you, Sinai. I love you. Thank you so much for today. You so sweet girl. My favorite person in the world. My BFF. Thank you for tuning in. I thought you was gonna watch it in the future, but it looks like you're tuning in the
girl
in the present. So thank you for tuning in.
I'm so happy that you're watching.
Yeah,
you're so amazing.
I know.
Look at that photo.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
That's mine. She's okay.
Tonight.
Oh, she's so beautiful. I love her. She's such a gift. Being a mother is it's a really hard job, but it's not even a job. It's like, it's something you tap in. You have to love your child unconditionally. No matter what they do, they can get you so upset, but everything that you do for them is love and that you want them to grow. So everything that I do here, I do for her even more, and the help of my tribe. And I think everybody who supports Sinai and helps me to continue this journey as a mother. And it's beautiful.
That's the one thing you can count on. Well, you're supposed to be able to count on is your parents loving you unconditionally.
Exactly.
That's a huge thing. And some people don't love their children unconditionally. And that's a problem. I do think that is.
I think it's a United States thing. Remember,
it could be a United States thing. It really could. But you should always love your children unconditionally, no matter what they go through. Don't make excuses for them, but definitely love them.
No, children need to actually learn. So that's one thing. They're not doing something that they're not supposed to. You correct that, and you acknowledge that's going on, but you do not protect them from bad behavior. I
don't yet have children, but I'm actually excited when I do because I'm glad that I took the time to learn all the things
you
that
have
I've been
to know
learning.
yourself first before you want to have a child.
And I think that's an important thing to do that people aren't really talking about is like you have to get on the journey to self first and redeem your crown and then have the children. So then you can give them the best possible part of you, not the part that has to go through the ups and downs. And I definitely don't think you should be having children or getting married before. Well, I'll keep my beliefs to myself.
What? I still want to hear it. I told you it ain't for them. It's for me.
I think that it sometimes it's best to wait for your Saturn return, which is around 28, 30 in that age to
I believe
really have children and a husband.
I
think that is because by that time you've changed because all that time you were still kind of in your adolescence, even in your 20s, even in your until you get to the late 20s and enter 30s where Saturn comes back around and you're in a completely different mindset because of all of the things that you've learned in that adolescent age, in that growing phase, because you're no longer a young adult. You're now an adult. because when you're in the 20s, they can still call you young adult. And when you're in 30s, you're an adult now.
Yeah, I think that's 100% fact. I had a child at a young age, so that is something. Yeah.
Tawanda says, "Happy Mother's Day to any mom."
Well, thank you, and thank you for tuning back in on a Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day, hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Yes, happy Mother's
I love
Day.
Her. Thank you
to the goddess, the creator, the creator of men, mother.
You better put her up.
Our Mother Nature. Did you guys go out and and hug a tree? Put your feet in the grass today. Thank the Mother Earth.
Thank you. Because she's the one that's holding you strong.
She holding you down.
Mother.
She holding you down.
You didn't even fall yet. God. You didn't fall?
You didn't fall. If she remove herself from you, you fall.
You dead.
If the earth move, everybody's slamming down. And we gone.
Finished.
So we got to thank Thank
you, Mother.
Yes. Tawanda says, the preparation is the ideal dream, but it doesn't always happen that way, but they help us grow. Yes. Yes. And you know what? She's the GOAT. Yes, she is, Mother. Yeah, but what you just said right there is, it's so true. It doesn't always happen that way, but they help us grow. And when it does happen, knowing that now that was actually something that had to manifest in your life for you to grow, you actually take the steps to grow, because children are a blessing. Children are so intelligent and they're smarter than you. Like because they become on the same level at a young age, and then they pass you. And it's so beautiful to see because they give you their honest, true opinion. And by you giving them unconditional love, they give you unconditional love, and they show you what it's like for another person to love you unconditionally, and what it feels like for you to have a responsibility and take the title of mother. That's a huge title. That's a crown in its own. And that's why it's like important, like, to get your first crown before you go get the big daddy crown. But sometimes you got to get that one first and get the other one next time. Like, your path is your path. Tawanda says, my daughter saved my life.
Tell him. I think that the same thing. I have a daughter. I think that she did save my life as well. But I think for me, I was a young mom. I wasn't married. So, had to handle majority of the things alone. I had support system. So I know that my support system is here and all over the place. But I really think that being my daughter, I would say, helped me grow as an individual, because she's seen the process of life. She's seen me not be an adult yet. And which was crazy, because it's like, some people will feel shame about that. It's like, oh my God. But my daughter, this is why I can say she's my best friend as well, is because she's seen the growth and she's seen like everything that's happening. And it's an amazing thing to happen. But definitely think that I would advise any young person watching this to not do the step that I took, because I think you need, a mother, a father there in the home. And I know Bill Gates and his wife just are recently getting a divorce. And the reason why that they're doing this right now, they've been wanting to do it, but they had to wait until their children was 18. The last one just turned 18. So now it's like all bets is off. Like, you can go off and do whatever it is that you wanted to do. We made this commitment, but at least give me 18 years. And so those type of things are important.
That's real.
Yeah.
Right. Tawanda says, yes, they definitely learn and understand through and from us.
Right.
100%. 100%. And like you said, like, it's about making sacrifices.
Right.
That was what I heard, is like sacrifices.
Right.
What sacrifices are you willing to make? And it's your children, and it's amazing. Like, I can't wait to be a mother. I'm excited about it.
I can't wait for you to be a mother too.
Yeah. Like,
with your husband by your side, helping you every step of the way.
Yeah. And I'm super excited about it because I know what I want to give to my children, and I know the lessons that I've learned, and I know how I want to structure them and teach them.
That's
and I want to be compassionate to them and understand who they are, because I know children are still people, and they're still individuals, and they have their own personalities,
and they want all of your attention. And that's the thing about being like a single parent mom. It's like hard sometimes to give them all your attention. That's why you'll see them like act up in school. They'll do different things because it's like you weren't giving them that attention. It's like you have to be there for your child. And I know moms, you know, you have to go to work and all that stuff like that, but in reality, that's why you need a husband, is because you don't have to go to work. Your time to be something is a mother.
And the mother
most
needs important to be job,
there
period.
Until that child is able to speak for themselves, because you have to really be there for them. They want all of your attention. My daughter, attention, even to the attention. It's like you got to give it to her. What do you want tonight? She's like literally all up in my face, attention. So it's like, I know children, because I have one.
Yes.
They need 100% attention.
And I want to give it to them.
Of course, they're gorgeous. They're
and
beautiful.
And it's like, this is
innocent.
why moms feel who work mommy shame.
Yes.
And mommy guilt.
Yeah.
Because they know that their kids need them, because they need their children. They were just inside of you.
Exactly.
They're part of you. You created them. Like, you did it.
Yeah.
Your body did something, and that came out of it. You're going to keep that forever.
Ever.
That's a forever thing.
Forever.
And so I can understand why that was important and why our ancestors understood that. But, you know, modern feminists,
they put us to work.
To work. And that's why a lot of women become depressed, because women aren't supposed to be in the work like that. Like, honestly, women are natural entrepreneurs.
Yes.
This is why single moms really make it and create $1 million businesses, because they become entrepreneurs.
Those are only people you see, but those people are the only ones that have husbands. They can't do that.
Some women do it. Some women do it even with that. Some women are really putting the cape on and going ham and saying there is no sleep. I get out here and get it. So that's what I'm saying. Even if your situation is that, even if it's like you got to run harder than everybody else, still do it. Right. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be the one stopping on Beyonce's stage. You just don't want. And what I mean by that is like, yo, people are out here. Like, I respect everybody's work ethic. I respect anybody who went and did something with their life, because they did it. Like, even people try to downplay, like, you know, social media, Instagram people, TikTok famous people. Like, dude, they're planning these little TikToks out, and they're going to execute. They're making the videos, and they're executing. These are planned. These are well thought out. These are strategized. These people aren't lazy. They're putting in work.
It. They're just
making it look easy. Yeah. Tawanda says, my daughter just turned 12, so she's at the preteen don't do bother me stage. There's a lot of women on their own. Right there. Sanai's also, Sanai's 13. Yeah. So she's been dealing with that. Well, I've been dealing with it too.
But she's still like, don't bother me, but bother me. It's like, what do you want? Leave me alone or what? Like, you know, so it's, you just don't know what these. And then, you know what I tell them? I'm like, listen, honey, I was your age before. I feel like I was there last week. So don't you think that you could play me for anything? Right. And you know, you better want to. You know how many kids want me to be their mother?
I know. But she knows that.
She's like, you're right. Come. But yeah, you got to tell these kids, like, you know, I can go get another kid.
I think because Sanai's personality is so, we get it. And so we just play up to her personality. Like, I just play up to her personality. However, she said, woo, child. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Too much. Like, it's interesting because, like, with Sanai, it's like, because her personality, she's a Leo, and I just know those personality types, and she's funny, very outgoing, very extroverted, very beautiful, and she just has like a full-on personality straight out of the movies. And this is since she was born, because she's an actress, and she's a natural actress. Like, we have video of her being an actress at 2 years old, and her saying, I'm an actress, and scene, and broke out in scene. Like, so her personality, you can easily play up to it. Remember, like, Ergo? Like, people who have personality,
I Love Lucy,
they kind of they make life happen. So I love Sinai, and I'm so grateful to you for having her, because I just love her personality, and I believe in her. And you know, she's so intelligent, and she's she has her own personality, and I really enjoy
it stinks to the tribe, like, really.
Born with the fierceness of a lion, right?
That's why she thinks she can say anything to anybody. It's like,
so all her friends love me. Me too. Yeah. That is us. Yeah. Oh, you're a lion too. Okay, Leo. Yes. So I know y'all personalities, and I'm like, I'm a Capricorn, so I get the regalness of it all, but I'm like a little more low key. But like, I love the fire. I love the lion. Yes, roar, make them see.
Right. It's amazing.
I love it.
I love it too. I love people who are not afraid, and that's the Leos.
Yeah,
not afraid.
Yeah, and that's what children show you, their personality. Yeah. Like, I even love young, really toddlers who know how to talk really well. When they say things, they astonish me.
I love their voice.
And they're so honest.
I know. It's
like people who don't want to be parents. I'm so shocked. I always am wondering, like, why you don't want to have kids? They're like, I know it's a weird topic, but I'm like, why you don't want it? We are so loving, just very honest. Yes.
Oh, very honest.
And so loving. Like, there would be a time with Sinai, anytime, like, I would be very, very strict with her and honest with her, because she did something that wasn't necessarily the right thing to do. Yeah. And I would come really hard on her with my words, and, you know, giving her like my stern opinion. And then I go back and I think about it, and I feel bad the way I gave it to her, that delivery. And then I go and I apologize, and every single time, it's okay. Like, I forgive you. It was, she just always understood me. She's like, I knew you were mad. It's okay. Like, and she really got hurt by it. But if you apologize, like, I think that's the beauty with Leos, is like your understanding. Like, you can get really hurt, and people can hurt you, and you can like take it, but then you also can understand, like, if it's a loyal person, you like understand, like, it's
people
okay.
have hard days.
Our feelings hurt easily too, but we hide it. We are very forgiving. Yes, extremely forgiving. And that's why I know her feelings were hurt, and I always apologize to her. And that's the thing. And I get her comfortable with apologizing to people, because and this is just
Leos don't apologize to people.
I want her to know when she's wrong. And another thing that I like about Leos and her, specifically, because Capricorn share the same thing, is like, you don't back down. Like, if somebody challenges you, you take the challenge and you fight your position, not physically, but like
you hold your
mentally,
ground.
you hold your ground until the outcome is the outcome. And I just love, I think fire signs do that. Maybe not Aries, but Sagittarius and Leos definitely do that. She said, yes, that's it. Yeah. I love Leos. That's like my favorite sign. And I've been around a lot of Leos.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I think that it's like we were saying, outside of Leos, like, I don't know where we were when we were talking about prior to Leos.
She said, we know when it's with genuine love. She accepts your genuine opinion and outlook. Yeah, she does. 100%. Woo, Aries. My daughter. Oh, your daughter's an Aries. Ooh. Now that's a different type of fire sign. They gonna go and get it, and I give them that. Yeah, they're the first sign. They right out the bat, they come with that fire. It's hot, and not everybody can handle that.
Yeah,
but you know, We need that. We need that. You need that fire that coming out the gate.
And Aries
then y'all
really
a perfect match at the end of the day, because
I think that's a beautiful
two fire.
Yeah. Oh well, they must be bumping heads.
Definitely. Control it though. Because if you both control it, I think if you, I don't know, I might get a little nerdy on you, but if you watch the Airbender, the last Airbender, and look at the Fire Nation, controlling the fire is the most beautiful part of the whole thing. The whole thing. If you ever watch that,
definitely
talking about
watch
kids,
it with your daughter.
Talking about kids learn from us, right?
Right.
Your kid is you on fire.
You on fire.
Yeah. That fire ain't going nowhere. That fire is consistent.
Yeah.
That's a cardinal fire. That's
and
like
they know
Capricorn.
And they
you can't tell them nothing.
And they think they know everything. Aries, you can't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
Lovely people.
Yes, I'm surrounded. A lot of close people to me are Aries. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. Well. Aries. They on fire.
Well, I guess the Leo in you can, I don't know, tone
you
it
could
down.
take it.
You could definitely take it. Me, Pisces,
but you need some water, earth in there.
there.
Not even air, because air is just gonna make it worse. Just give it some water and earth. Turn it into lava or smoke, but don't keep it burning. It's too much.
I know, you need to balance it out.
Get some emotional water.
Do what we said in the beginning. I don't know if you were there. Make sure you get some. Start networking with some people.
Right.
Say, hey,
compatibility.
Do you have a water sign?
Yeah. Broaden your horizon. I feel like you should always broaden your horizons. You know, get to know all types of people. You need to be, and that's what comes into networking is about connecting people to other people, staying connected, being a connector.
Right.
Being willing to be the person who walks into the room and connects people to other people. Taking over that's something a Leo can do 100%. Run the show. That's the Queen of Wands right there. She's the socialite. She's the star. She's the one. I love meeting people.
Awesome.
Exactly. We know you do.
You're the first one that's people coming up to y'all.
Let me tell you something. Sanai, if she's hanging out, she wants the window down so everybody who's driving or walking by can see who she is. She loved meeting people. Ever since she was little, when I would go out to eat with her, we'd be sitting in a booth. She would turn around and talk to the people back there, and they'd be like, "It's okay."
She'll be like this on the thing. I'm like, you're like being
just like
weird.
the I Love Lucy episode when they come to Hollywood and they're in the Derby, and they're looking at all the famous people in their face, like that's how she used to be, and but that's beautiful because if that's who you naturally are, you can make a lot of money and friends and connections, and you can go so far in life. You just have to really plan and tap in and become the person that you want to become. Like go in. It just takes guilty of that. Oh, dang,
okay,
girl.
you're doing that too.
Yeah, you're talking to me. Use that.
Well, she's talking to us, so I love that. It's like,
that.
Girl, closed mouths don't get
fed,
and you out there getting fed, and I love that.
Girl, I hope you got your own business, you self-employed or something, because
and if not,
if you're that type of personality, if you're not doing something that gets you around people. Since you love meeting people, and if you need to do something that makes you money and independently,
and it makes you network with people.
Yes, and connecting people.
Yes,
because that right there is a gift. No matter who you are. Because everybody loves a personality, somebody who can come and break the ice. Because people are people. And so many people are insecure, especially during these times where everybody's on social media. People don't speak to people. People don't even look at you in the eye.
People speak to people.
She said, I do. Oh, yeah, girl. We already knew you did. We could peg those out. You got the personality for it. You got to keep doing that. Pharmacy technician. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. So you're talking to people all the time.
Perfect. Love my patients. Exactly. Awesome. Because you can have real relationships with people because of your personality type. You know how to be personable. And that is fire. That's amazing.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing to, be out there and showing people who you are. It's like, stop hiding yourself. For the people who like to hide in the back, it's like, bring yourself out there, bring yourself more forward. It's like, you don't want them to call you in line, or like they're saying the anthem and you're in the, no, we're gonna have you come sing in the front. So bring it on up. It's like, yes, do your thing and actually develop yourself, because it's a beautiful thing.
Braid hair and just sociable. Oh yeah, well, doing hair will definitely
talk to more people.
Yeah, and just social. Yeah, I can't say that word. I'm loud.
Okay.
Well, you don't. You be loud. Be fabulous. See, that's the thing. Like ergo, it's like you can be loud, but if you're fabulous with your loud, you can be loud if you want.
Exactly.
People love it. People love personality. Yes. If you have a personality that is loud and bright, stand in your power. Wear the crown of that personality. Like if you're gonna be a mother, be the crown mother. Why not? Who's stopping you from putting your crown on other than you?
Right.
So that's why it's like, be all that you are. Like if that's your personality, just know not a lot of people or anybody is like that. I love it. I love it. Shout out to you.
Thank you so much for tuning in and doing your thing, girl. I'm proud of you. And it's nice to see people being out there doing their thing. And what was it that we were saying?
The power of moving forward.
Oh yeah. Because before this, never go backwards is what the title was prior to that. And you're like, where's that coming from? And it's just like, sometimes when you're on a roll, and then there's a point in your life. There's a point in your life where you're like, I don't know where I should go. Should I do this? And then there's some way, somehow, you're trying to go backwards. And it's like, no, that is not the route. You have to go forward. And I think that we go backwards a lot and then manipulate ourselves and self-sabotage ourselves when we do it that way. And a lot of the times, 100% of us, 75% of us can say that we go backwards a lot in life. And this is the time to move forward. That's why you have to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready, and you don't have to go backwards to go get something that you done already went through. Right. And it's like,
you always got to move forward. I don't even see a point in doing anything if it's not forward.
But sometimes you be at that standstill where you're like, oh, I got to go.
But there's so many examples of people getting it in every single day.
Right.
Like there's like people, like there's a post saying like, if you better go do what you want to do, because there's somebody out there doing it now that's killing it, that they're less talented than you.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
We did something like that on our thing.
Right. And I see that all the time. Like I even look at people, like there are people like Philip Klein. I don't even know if you guys know who he is, but he's a designer and I love fashion. I'm in fashion. I love fashion.
Yeah.
And he's a designer, and his clothes to me are the worst. The absolute worst to me.
To me, it's tacky. It's like so tacky, beyond tacky, but this guy is making so much money. So much people got his stuff on.
He has like stores in so many countries.
Who cares about the tackiness? This man is out here getting it.
Right. Because his work ethic. And I said, you got to be able to back your stuff up and become the best you got to be. And no matter if I don't mess with it, there is millions of people who buy into it. And his stuff is expensive. And I'm like, he's the tackiest. This is the worst clothing luxury I've ever seen. I don't like anything.
Not a thing.
And I usually like at least one thing.
Maybe
Nothing.
there is. Maybe if you go on his website, you'll find like one.
I wouldn't go on his website because I hate it so much. But I respect him as a business person. That's the same idea with anybody who gets it. I guess because I won't buy it, I won't degrade it and be like it's trash. No, it's probably great quality. Oh well, sorry. I know it's probably great quality. It's probably definitely well thought, made, and all that stuff. Is it my style? No. Do I respect the work? Yes. And I think that's very beautiful in creating something and being all you can be, because somebody's going to like it. Somebody's going to mess with it. And
that's the thing. That's the beautiful part. It's the fact that he put himself out there.
And he's
self-made, didn't take no money from nobody. Loans, and everything is coming from his own pocket. And that's the thing about business. Like once you get money in your crazy
mansion, big home, building it in the Hollywood Hills, I believe, or somewhere in the hills.
That's what's
and he funded it 100% himself, not from the bank, and is still building it.
That's the hustle mentality that should motivate people. And it's like,
that's his Lamborghini. That's the one that he will forever keep on working.
Yeah.
You know, like how people are like, I want a Lamborghini, and then they work really hard until they can afford the Lamborghini. That's his Lamborghini. He's like, I'm going to keep working hard until I'm able to finish building this big house and making my dreams come true. Like, that's amazing.
I love that. I love the hustle mentality. And I think that
that
motivates
hard.
Me now. It's like, okay, great. That's awesome. I want to be the person that's buying a lot and flipping that junk to be a big mansion and whatever. Actually a property and create things like that. I will. Girl, I'm putting that into existence.
Right.
And I love the motivation.
It just take the work. That's why I love looking at like millionaire lifestyles or really successful people and listen to this stuff, because it's like where you want to go in life. It's like, are you going to just keep on complaining about the things that you don't like, or you're going to go for what you do like and what you do want to experience? Because guess what? You only got one life to live. This is the same idea of like, hey, if you're scared to do something, go do it. Because that scare, that fear, you ain't gonna have another shot to do it if you don't. That's the whole point of a bucket list. Do the things you're scared to do.
Exactly. I love that you said that, because you know what we were also saying is like, you know, the impossible is possible. Everything that you think is not possible to happen in your lifetime is like, oh, not in my lifetime. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is possible. And that's the beauty of life. It's like, and you can't be fearful about it, because once you hit fear, it's like, dang, that stops you from going. And then you hitting backwards. It's like, don't go that route. It's like, move forward, get ready, be ready, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.
There's a video that I did on the review of the Outwitting the Devil book by Napoleon Hill. It's on my Wise Entrepreneur YouTube channel. And I spoke about fear and how to get over your fears. And the absolute best way to get over your fears is to become extremely knowledgeable of what it is that you're fearful of.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you're scared of heights, you need to look into all height things, do a deep dive in education, understanding this part so you can mentally get yourself out of it. Because once your mental is unbound, you're free. You're no longer fearful. And this is the thing. Sometimes, like, I remember we went kayaking in Mexico. It was me, you, and Sinai, her daughter. And we're never been kayaking before in another country. And, you know, just doing this thing, didn't really look into it. I know what kayaking is. I didn't really think hard in it.
I never thought I would be the one to kayak.
But I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't scared. I wasn't not scared. I didn't look it up. I didn't know anything about it. Then we get out there and they're pushing us in the water. And I'm thinking we're just going like just a little bit far from the shore, not too far. And then I realized we're going in the ocean.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like we're in here. Like there's no bottom.
There's rocks, there's this, and there's no instructors.
No instructors over there.
Gone.
And
dead.
We gotta make it where over there and through rocks and through
big rocks.
and it's Mexico. And I'm like, hey, hold on. But I can't stop because there's other people here. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm safe.
Stop and do what? Who's going to help you?
Who's going to help you?
Who's
you're going to be in the water. You're in the this, right? And it takes a lot of strength. And it's you're independently doing this.
Oh, yeah, you did it by yourself.
Kayaking.
I had Sanaya who was lazy, just like as if I'm her like relaxed person.
Right.
Like, and she's like this laying down while I'm rolling. I said, Sanaya, you're supposed to help me.
Tawanda says, my fear is deep water. I can't swim. I'm planning on taking swimming classes this summer.
Awesome.
Girl, we was in deep water.
Yeah, that's
so and Sanai is she's such a daredevil. She does things I won't even do. And she's always been that way, but she's so scary, but she goes for it. But she was like, what are we about to do? This is scary. And I was like, no, it's not. And then it was like, no, it is.
No, it was real scary.
And there's huge rocks because we're going to see a cave in the middle where it blows out huge water, and they want us to link up. This is like all new. They're like, hey, chain yourselves together, and we're gonna be chained up here so we can watch in front of the rocks water spill. It was like, why are we doing this? Anyways, like they would say, this is some Caucasian stuff.
That's what we were thinking, because we were like, where's the people like us?
Right.
And we were the only ones, right?
Yeah, me and my daughter want to know. I want her to learn, so she'll know. I'm not going out there. I am too, but not deep water. Yeah, she by her learning, like everything that you're fearful of, you should definitely throw your kids into it. Because the more younger that they are and they experience it, they're going to be great in the future.
Right. My mom was scared of waters too, and it was like we didn't even get taught how to swim. We just learned how to swim. Yeah. And the thing about it is like, because your kids are going to see what you fear, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to be like mom. I'm going to be less fearful. I'm going to do all the things that my mom is scared to do.
Right.
And that's the beauty of the child, because they observe you and then they do better than what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's the beauty.
And then it's okay. Cause I think it's fun. It's cute with you and Sanai, because Sanai is like significantly better at sports than you, or in better. You win
a little bit,
but technically she is better.
I love her.
You have miracle wins.
Yes, really?
Miracle wins, because technically, if we're looking at technique, if we're looking at the knowledge, you're supposed to lose.
Yeah, but
you always win.
Yes,
so that's why it's a miracle win. It's not a win. Anyways, but yeah.
Interesting.
But that's good. Shoot, I'll take a miracle one too.
Yeah.
But there are people who technically better
have to work better with
and it's like, hey, if you got power like that, use it.
Yes.
But with swimming and stuff like that, that was really intense when we did the kayaking, and then even when we were in Mexico again, and we did the cenotes and jumping into.
How about tonight?
We did that twice,
making me go down an 80-foot slide.
Oh my God, straight down.
I was like, are you crazy? Like,
and she was like 6.
Yeah, she was like, no, we're gonna go do this 80-foot thing, like a slide. I'm not gonna go kill myself, but I did it anyways, and oh my God, I would never do it again.
I went to Benami, Bahamas a couple years ago. We went out in the water, and the current was too strong. Got back out. Oh, really? That was in Mexico for us on my birthday. That current it smacked us. The rip, that rip will kill you. People actually die in the rip, and there's a way to get out of it. But it's hard to think when those things are happening.
You don't think.
So yeah, if you don't know the ocean and you see that there's a rip in the waves, get out the water. It's not safe.
And there's there's a spiritual thing about the water, right?
Yeah, the spirit.
We're gonna have someone come in this Sunday, and we like
next Sunday. Next Sunday. We will. Let's write that down.
Yes, and we'll talk about the water spirits. And I think that's important. I hope everybody who's here tonight tunes in and asks us questions, please, because it's like spiritually. We think we know everything. We think just because we're in Christianity, or if we're in whatever thing you're in, it's like you really don't know anything, at all. You just know what you've been told, and I think it's okay for you to just open up your ears. And we're not persuading anyone to change their spirituality or whatever the case may be. We're just wanting to know what's out there. And so that's why we're inviting someone who's an expert with the spirituality,
right,
and know different cultures and different religions.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Swimming lessons are necessary for the very reason of breaking the fear. Yes, because when you are able to take lessons on something, then you get the background knowledge, then you get the technique, and then it makes sense to you mentally. That's like when you learn another language and you could break down a sentence mentally in your head, then you know the language and you're not fearful of what's being said because you can digest it and now you can think in that language.
Exactly.
So that's the same thing why lessons, especially if you have a fear, you definitely need lessons. And then you're going to break the fear. Like swimming is so great. It's very tiring, but it's a great workout and it's relaxing. Like even if you don't want to swim, just floating and lying on your back and just being at one with the water. And it's water is the strongest sign. Yes, water will kill you. And water will kill you. And it will kill you because and it doesn't look as dangerous as it is because it's so, it's terrible water. And it will drown you. It will very much hurt you.
Yeah.
And I remember how fearful I was of water when I watched Titanic. When I watched Titanic when I was younger, because we had the 2 discs. Remember the 2
that long movie
VCR discs. Yeah, it's crazy because I love water. Yes, love water, but water will kill you. And because I love swimming. When I was a kid, like if it was a water thing, I love it.
I'm there.
But water can kill you, and you got to be cool with water, and that's why there's
but you got to be careful because you might be too cool, and they're gonna want to pull you in.
I can't wait for that broadcast. Yes.
Oh, awesome! I can't wait.
Yes, and we're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah, and so it's with Jake Peak. So Jake Peak is actually gonna be coming in. He's also a fashion designer, so we could talk about fashion. I know we were talking about Philip Klein. So he has really beautiful exotic type designs as well for women, I think. So we can go into that too. We love
but the energy of water, even the mermaid spirits, the sirens, just the whole mindset of water enticing you and taking you, because like water is a whole completely different world.
It's another part of the world.
Kingdom. Like to them, if we're flipped over,
right? We're the wrong
that's
way.
The whole
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob right there.
Yeah,
there's a whole nother world. We don't even know all the species in there, and it goes so deep. Like there's more water than there is earth. So there's more of them than there is us. And they can take over and they can be here they just turn into a water ball until they dry up. And that's a whole different world, like deep water. Like that's something that is something that I wouldn't necessarily do. I don't like diving. No, because I know I've met some people who go deep diving, and I was like, I would never, and even done it at night. And I'm like, I would never do that.
I've seen them do it on shows.
I would never, ever, ever do that.
It's so dangerous because I'm like, you just suicide a little bit because you never know when you're going to come back up. You don't know if a shark is going to eat you. Like, you don't know what's happening under there.
It's solid / liquid, strong / subtle, gets hot / cold. It takes the strength of its environment. Exactly.
Laying the law down on
and you can't compress it because it will overflow and break you. Like water is amazing, and her energy and her flow is so beautiful, and women are tapped in. That's the intuition, that flow, that way it can get into any crevices, it can get into any place, and it just expands itself to fit any shape. It's shapeless. This water is amazing, and so
it has all power.
It has all that power. It has all that power, and women are tapped in. And this is the beauty,
and it is a power because we drink it every single day. We're supposed to.
Our bodies are made up of it. And,
we're part of it,
and that's why you gotta watch out. Yes, large and small, any place the water can get to, they can get you to. And so you got to tap in. There's this or around water, you need to put your hand in the, like, even if you're at the beach, put your hand in the water, put your feet in the water, transfer your energy, just so the water is familiar with you and can accept your energy and protect you anytime you go in the water. When I heard that, I instantly, every time I'm next to the water, I have to put my energy into it just so the water knows that I'm friendly. And when I do go into the water, I'm protected. Right. Because like we said, the water could love you so much, it'll take you down.
It'll be like, come, I want you to stay with me.
Right. And then you with the water spirits. Only needed element. Right. Well, water, true.
We could go.
You got to think the water doesn't have air. There's no. It does. It does go well with earth because there is a bottom. Never knew that, but I always feel that I need to touch it. Yes, you don't have to know. Your women intuition is always going to, because you have flow. You experience your own water. You experience. I mean. Having children,
right, covered in water inside of you, protected. Water. Yeah.
So
it's the beauty of being a woman. You're tapped in all through the universe.
Right.
Okay.
Even if everybody is just through our women DNA. Are water, because like you get when sexually aroused. Yeah. What happens? Water comes. It's water. Water. I'm a person of energy. Yes.
Yes, you are.
Everybody is. We're all energy.
Men, women.
Everybody's energy. And when the thing of it is women are able to tap in easier than men. And this is why we're so in touch with our emotions. And we know when somebody's cheating on us and we know when something's not right and we can feel it deeper. Men can grow into that. Women naturally have it. We're just like tapped in. It's just, and like some people is like, oh yeah, you know, women, they're insecure. It's not insecurity. No. It's, I can see you.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
I know what's going on about it. You and men try to think you're crazy. Right, yeah. Try to say you're crazy because you figured out what's going on. Like, this is why they killed the witches, the Salem witches, because of this kind of thinking.
Right. You got it.
Men being scared of women's intuition.
And that's why in that movie, I forgot the name of it, but I went to go see, is like the women can hear the men's thoughts and the men and every like the men and the woman the men couldn't hear the women's thoughts. No. So they killed all the women in that land because they didn't want women to know their business.
Right. But we're the strongest of human nature. Exactly. We especially human the nature. Melanated. 100%. And this is the thing. We are so, because we're original mother. We're mother. We're the creator. We are the direct and image of the creator. We are the manifestation of God. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So if they had to put an image, it was us.
It's the woman. So she's the strongest internally and physically. Black woman is very strong.
Yeah. That's why they need everything.
And this is the thing. This is why a lot of Black women are overweight, because society is not feeding to your exact diet. This is why it's important to listen to your body for your diet. Don't try to look at what somebody's trying to give you for a diet, because their body is not your body. Your body is a different body, and they're not here to make your body grow. No, because your body
it's designed different from other bodies.
Black women's bodies are a whole completely different beast. Have you ever looked at track stars? Have you ever looked at like real athletic fit women, Black women? It's a whole nother level. They don't even play fair. They win every competition.
Yes.
Black people are very physically, mentally, like you the first. You got all the information. First, out the gate, no substitute, no problems. And you living in a society that doesn't cater to your kind. Just I'm saying cater, not saying that, thing. They don't cater to it. You got to cater to yourself. Understand where you're at. Understand where you're due. Because, man, when Black women are in their power,
it's a problem.
It ain't a problem, honey. No, it just started. We make the clothes to cut what? We make the cloth to cut. Right. We're the original.
It is.
When you're original, you can't, like, if you don't make it, nobody makes it. If you don't,
it's so crazy because we are
literally
literally the originals, but we are not told this in the histories.
Mm-hmm.
But which is fine. It's not a problem because we still move on. We know when you know who you are, you don't care what the history is.
Yeah.
You know what her story is.
Right.
And her story is us women.
Right.
And melanated women at that.
Right.
So we're the creator of all. And people could say what they want, but I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
And we're just powerful beings, and we need to tap in.
Yeah.
Because we need to know who we are and not be oblivious and not live under other people's laws. It's literally time for melanated women to tap in. We can be athletic. There's no way that we can say, okay, well, we can't never be that athletic body. No.
Well,
no way.
Well,
yeah,
but because could. Exactly, but it's so public to Black women are most likely to be overweight, and that is not even a true statistic for the real lifestyle of Black women. It's but we stick to the stereotypes and we pigeonhole ourselves into stereotypes, and it's like, hey, if you actually went and tried, you would actually beat past these other people and get way more recognition and find way more validation in your life. Why are you not focused on doing that instead of what you're doing?
Because a lot of the melanated community, especially Black women, are being brainwashed.
Right.
They're being told to stay to a structure that is not even their structure. And a lot of the things is like,
and thinking you're crazy, and don't tap into your spirituality and continue and be extremely sexual and be sexualized and be it's just disgusting.
I know. And I think it's because a lot of the melanated women, and I don't mean to discredit anyone who is in this process in life, and I hope you overcome this, but a lot of them are in the system, and the system is controlled by their mindset. So they're always, doing what the system has told them to do and not, move forward. For instance, a lot of melanated women may play the system. They think that they're finessing the system, right? And so I'll give an example, and it's not true. Using the system, maybe someone's on welfare or whatever the case may be, but they're making, they're working a certain type of job as well, and then they're working another job to keep ends meet, and then the system tells them, hey, I found out that you work at this job. Now you either cut my system off or you're going to continue working at your job. You know what I mean? And a lot of melanated women, melanated men who are in the system, they're going to leave that opportunity to stick onto that opportunity
so they can
and the same goes with unemployment. It's like they think that unemployment is paying them so much right now, and it's like, but there's a wide range of income that's out there in this world that you can make 10 times more than what you're depending on the system. It's like you need to fall off on that, and sometimes you have to push yourself to get out of that way of thinking so that you can develop your generational wealth. And that's what we've been, continuously pushing for people. And it's like, you are comfortable, but you got to get uncomfortable because it's time to move. It's time to get ready.
And I think that's the main part of why the whole conservative plight is so appealing, because that's the idea. The whole idea of, and I hate to get it political, but we're always in political climate, and the whole liberal idea, or the idea of everybody being low with the low people and everybody get graded on the same equal playing field, doesn't work for me. I believe, and I've always believed, because and this is a same topic, off topic. When you're an immigrant or you come from a family who have come here and made a journey to come into this country, you have a reason why you came to this country. Is because you probably lived in a country where you couldn't do a lot of things, like make a certain amount of money. You were capped in that country. There wasn't much you can do in that country. And you see America as a free country because it's a capitalist society. It's not a communist society. It's no cap.
That's
America's no cap.
That's the beauty of it.
So when I could understand why, people don't like a capitalist society, but the idea of a capitalist society is that if you put in the work, you gain the return, and you gain the most return that you can possibly gain because you put in the work.
Right.
And I believe in that idea because that's the true nature.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put in the work, you don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't go till the farm, you don't eat. If you don't go become a better person, you don't be better. Like you got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And when we keep on, pacifying and giving everybody participation medals and making everybody feel comfortable and nobody's feelings are getting hurt,
that's the problem, right?
Then
there.
Why even compete? Why even be here? Why are we living like that? That's not what Earth is made for. Earth is made for you to learn. This is a school.
But listen,
you have to
America
go through the
has
ups and downs. You have to fight. You have to go through hell and come out of it. That's the American dream, is to come from the bottom and make it to the top. You become the winner. You become who you are. You're supposed to get beat down so you can get up again. Like, what's that song that I love? All gospel songs are very powerful, but I love that song.
We fall down, but we get up.
We fall down, but we get up.
We fall down. Come sing it with us.
But we get up.
For a Savior, just a sinner who fell down,
but he didn't stay there
and got up. What are we gonna do? We're gonna get up back again.
Get back up again.
Come on, let's get up and get back up. Come on, Christian.
That
you know the song.
That stuck with me because I was like, we all fall down, but the whole point of it is to get back up. Like the whole point of it is to just work hard. Like do like we feel accomplished when we do that.
Mm-hmm.
We feel accomplished when we failed at something and then we finally make it. We feel accomplished when we can see like before and after.
Mm-hmm.
If we would just,
it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Then it's like, but if everybody's playing at the same playing field, do we even want to play anymore? We play because we're better. Or we getting better.
First of all, like I was trying to explain, is that we live in a conquer. You have to conquer things.
Yeah.
U.S., all they do is conquer. They go into people's country and they conquer things.
But if they make you more docile and make you more dependent, then how are you gonna conquer?
That's the problem we're in right now.
Yeah.
They're literally babying us right now.
Right.
Which is horrible. People would say, oh my God, well, they're giving us a break. They're giving us a start. Okay, yes. In the beginning, you got your little startup, but now it's time to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Move with a purpose. Do what it is that you have to do, because guess what? It's going to end. The Republicans right now, they're like, I'm taking back our $300. We're not playing with you guys no more. We feel like there's not anybody really wanting to work anymore. And that's what they want to say. But what's going on right now, I think there's more people becoming business owners and being independent. And that's what they're mad about.
Right.
But do your thing. Right. Get into your own business, whatever it is that you want to do. It's figure it out. Who are you? What do you like to do? Figure that out and do it. I advise everybody to start a business because that is the best thing you could do for yourself. Right. Because you got to remember generational wealth. One job ain't going to get you all your money.
You need multiple streams
of income.
This
is not a lie. This is not a game. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, get your multiple streams of income.
Yes.
Do your thing. Get stocks. Do whatever it is that can get you money. Invest your money in things. Invest your money back in. Invest. Do what it takes, because I'm on this journey and I'm telling you that you need to go learn first. Know what you are about. Know who you are. And then start investing in your money. Do the steps. Get ready so you don't have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So the time is now.
All right, guys. So you heard it.
Yes.
All on here. Nothing's Wrong podcast. If you're feeling the show, if you like us, hit up that like.
Hit the love button.
Hit the love button. Follow our social medias. Nothing's Wrong podcast. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Facebook, all of it. And if you want to give us some monetary love, we can definitely take a cash app at $ Nothing's Wrong Pod.
And then if you want to hit up our
BAT,
our Bravo rewards, you can go ahead and hit that up as well. I mean, we have everything possible. Thank you so much for our donation.
For the donation.
Crypto Dark Pool for being so sweet and donating to us and getting us
on top.
Having a podcast going straight forward is awesome.
The money won't last.
Okay, so make that money. Make that money. I'm going to do another little intro. Okay, guys, next Sunday, or actually this Sunday, you can go ahead and check up our YouTube or Facebook. We will have Jake Pete coming through, and he will be here talking about spirituality and also fashion, and we can go deep on other things as well. So make sure you tune in, comment, and be involved on next week's show. We would love to see you there. Thank you so much for to Latwanda.
Yes.
For tuning in today and being involved and being our girl for tonight and showing up. And we appreciate you, girl.
Yes,
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, because you all are the most important thing that we can ever ask for. You created life, and we really appreciate everything you do, because we're here because of you, Mother.
Okay,
so
Mom.
Thank you, Mother.
All right.
Thank you.
And always remember.
Always remember.
Nothing
is wrong.
Bye, guys.
See you next.